Howdy, this is Tenderly Commissioner Nick Tucker reminding you to always bunt safely on STS Radio.
Are we ready? Do I have everybody's attention now?
Welcome to STS Radio.
You just wait and see how far we're gonna go.
Because regular radio fucking sucks.
Oh, yeah. It's been a while, man.
Sounds like you just came.
I know. 'Cause I love doing
Oh, yeah.
Oh, podcast. It's been a while since we've done this, man. It was like middle of November, I think we last did this.
Really?
Yeah, I think so.
A month?
Yeah, it's been almost a month, I think, yeah.
Holy fuck balls.
You figure, we took some time off for Thanksgiving and whatnot.
Yep.
Then we both had, like, personal stuff getting in the way, like, my job or me getting sick or,
My job or...
Yeah, or your job or your bullshit.
So, yeah, all kinds of shit going on.
Yeah, so it's been a while, but yeah, we're back.
Probably going to be off a little bit for the upcoming holidays, too, I would imagine.
Hey, man.
Because things are going to get very busy, I mean.
Very biggy.
Probably biggie, too. Because, I mean, I will get a little bit fatter. No question about it.
And that's kind of expected, though.
Mm-hmm.
It's like
Jump Santa a little bit more each day.
Yeah, it's like if you lose weight over the holidays, everybody's like, "Oh my god, are you all right?
You failed. You did it wrong.
Is everything okay with you?
Do you need to talk to somebody?
Do you need some professional help?" Oh my god, I'm so glad I got you this gift card to Texas Roadhouse. Please go.
Fast. Make haste. Eat steak.
Actually, speaking of which,
how was your Thanksgiving, by the way?
Short story. My grandpa thinks I'm an asshole.
Literally, like he dislikes you for some reason.
No, not in that sense. But he probably thinks I'm an asshole in that sense as well. But who knows? No, I had one job over Thanksgiving, which was to go pick up my grandpa from his assisted living center, and I tried everything to get out of it because I know the conversation with him is always just a bore. Saying it's always gonna be some like political shit or some shit that I just really have no interest in or talking to about. And like I was like, look, I'll cook the fucking turkey. I'll cook the fucking turkey. I'll set the goddamn table. I don't give a shit. Please let me do this. Let me do this instead. I can do it. I've shown you I'm competent enough.
You're bargaining your chores.
Yeah. My mom, ever like the Terminator, cannot be reasoned with. Feels no pity.
It does not feel pain.
No, it enjoys mine. So I was like, oh fuck. All right. So the game plan was I had to go pick up my grandpa, and then I had to go swing by and pick up Chris's mom. And I was like, all right, well, fuck it. I'm not suffering this alone, Chris. You're coming with me. So we pick up my grandpa, and just in the car, he's just like, hey, how many people you have working on that website of yours? And I'm like, what fucking website is he talking about? I'm like, wait. I was like, wait, you mean the fucking Facebook page for the podcast? Like, I do that myself. And he goes, no, the one, the Sons of, what's that called again? And I was like, I look up in the rearview mirror and I just mouth, oh shit, he thinks I'm John. I don't think I'd ever been that insulted in my entire life.
What website is he talking about, though? John has a website?
Yeah, the douchebag's got a website. I'm not fucking plugging it or anything. Fuck
I'm not
him.
asking you to plug it.
No. Apparently he's part of like a Facebook page that's all rah, the government sucks and we're gonna secede and blah 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 blah. You know, that whole rah bullshit. Americans' rights are being taken away. It's like, well, then join then you know what? Go get in the fucking office and change it yourself. All right, you're not gonna do anything sitting by a computer. Oh, the government's wrong and they're doing this and they're you accomplish nothing.
He's probably a little bit lazy, sir. Much like myself.
Yeah, but I mean, it's also one of those things that like. Sometimes it's not what he says, but how he says it, you know? Like, you always have that guy that, you know, he's trying to make that good point, but he's just talking down to you like an asshole, so you don't even really listen to him. You're just like, you know, fuck this guy.
Yeah. Even though you might agree, you're just sort of like, fuck you.
Yeah, and, like, you know, he homeschools his daughter, and, like, I got nothing against people, like, that want to homeschool their kids and whatnot. Like, oh, hey, you know what? I want to homeschool my kids so I can spend more time with them. Like, all right, you know what? That's fucking noble.
Mm-hmm.
No, the school system's too liberal and blah, 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 blah. Whole bunch of horse shit. And one of the things that I have against homeschooling is, you know, you don't get as much social interaction, you know, when you're homeschooled. I hear him spouting off the mouth. Don't these people realize that with social media, it's so much easier now to get people together and actually get the kids to socialize? Like, yeah, maybe once a fucking week, you idiot.
So I see. I have to admit, I have a big problem. I actually wrote a song called "Social" about social media, and it's my anti-social media song. And I really think that social because you connect on this thing through the computer, but you don't actually get to. I mean, how often do people actually get together? I mean, some people do, I guess, but like, it's so much easier, like he says, to just connect over the internet and just say, "Oh, great picture," blah blah blah. You know,
right? But
like
he wasn't saying like it's so easier to connect that way. He's like, well, it's so much easier. So then you know we're in a group on Facebook with parents that you know that homeschool their children and rabble. And it's like, all right, you know, first of all, fucky McFuckface.
I agree, though, that the social element of school is relatively important. I don't think that people necessarily shouldn't be homeschooled, but no. I do agree with you that social aspect is very important.
Not only that, but if you're going to homeschool your child, at least make sure you're certified to at least fucking do it.
Yeah, that's another thing. Well, I don't know, because it's funny you mentioned this, because I watched something recently about, have you ever heard, I don't know the dude's name, and I wouldn't give it anyway because he's an asshole, but there's some motherfucker who is like, he's a Nazi, and he had a bunch of kids, and like, he named one of his kids Adolf Hitler, and then whatever his fucking last name is.
Yeah.
He has another kid named Heinrich, and, you know, you catch the drift.
Yeah.
And he had his kids taken away from him, basically on the basis that he's a Nazi. Well, actually, no, I'm sorry. I think he was doing physical abuse to them as well. But I think someone raised the point, like, if he wasn't physically abusing them, would you still agree that his kids should be taken away with him just on the basis that he has these beliefs? And that's a hard question to answer, isn't it?
It really
because
is.
As much as you really hate the Nazis, you don't really want to be the guy who says, well, you can't raise your kids like that. Because, I mean, you could say that about a lot of different things. You could say that about Christians. You could say that about Judaism. You could say that about Muslims.
Yeah.
About fucking Buddhism. You could say about anything.
Yeah.
You know?
But, I mean, it's also one of those things. It's like, you know, we have that freedom in this country. Like, you know, okay, I don't agree with what you say, but if you want to say it, I'll defend your right to say it.
Exactly.
You know,
yeah, that's another problem.
Quote, you know, which is why, like, you know, the KKK is allowed to exist.
Right. Unfortunately.
You know, the Westboro Baptist Church, I don't agree with them, but hey, they want to fucking protest something. Hey, go ahead. You protest something. You guys go get your asses kicked. Go for it.
Right. So unfortunately, I mean, this is kind of along those lines. Like, no, you do not agree with his points and what he's saying. And yes, he's going to raise his child under those circumstances and under that belief system. But you know what? You can't really say, like, he shouldn't be allowed to do it either. It sucks,
exactly.
And, I mean, it would be nice if people were more humanitarian about shit, but, you know, what can you do?
We're people.
If everybody were more humanitarian, there wouldn't be wars, there wouldn't be countries, there wouldn't be religion, there wouldn't be shit like that.
Yeah, and it's. I'm trying to remember what fucking Superman movie this was from, but it was such a beautiful fucking point. But it was I'm trying to paraphrase this because I can't remember the exact fucking quote. But Superman brings a kid into space, so we'll never mind burning up in the fucking atmosphere.
Looking at Adolf Hitler, he brings the fucker into where there's no oxygen and where it could burn up.
Yeah, exactly.
Far worse than a name.
But it was from a deleted scene from, I think it was Superman 4. Which tells you, if this scene's not ridiculous enough to make the fucking movie, like, holy shit. Somebody was actually like, wait, so Superman's gonna kidnap this fucking kid and bring him into space?
And
like,
do what with it?
No, basically he brought him up into space, and he's like, I just wanted you to see what I see. When I fly up here, I don't see, different states. I don't see different countries. I just see one planet of people. There are no border lines. There's none of that. It's just one planet working together.
Yeah.
And I'm like, holy shit, that's fucking beautiful. If only they could have actually made the scene actually work.
I mean, John Lennon said it in his song Imagine.
Yeah, I mean, that whole...
Imagine no religion. It's easy if you try.
Yeah.
Imagine there's no country.
I was actually reading an article, actually. It was saying if, atheism was considered a religion, it would be the fastest growing religion in America.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wait, how do we get here from having my grandpa think I'm an asshole?
I don't know. Well, because I think you were talking about John and how he has his daughter homeschooled.
Fucking asshole.
So he mistook you for John. Did you play along with it, or did you just...
No, but I should have. Should have been like, this government, this is rabble, and just started...
I want my guns.
Yeah, I want my guns.
How do you feel about the gun thing? I can only imagine you're not for that either.
As far as...
Like, people getting all up in arms about it. Yuck. Like their rights to have it and shit like that.
He'll be here all week.
Yes, I will.
I don't know how I feel about it, because I mean, really, like, if you really look at, like, the Second Amendment, okay, it's the right to bear arms. Really, there's no limitations. So, I mean, if people are taking that literally, they could harbor bombs and whatnot. Well, I have the right to bear arms. It's my American right. Rabble. And it's like, yeah, but here's the thing. Nobody's coming to take your fucking guns.
Yeah, I mean, my personal stance on it is if you want to have a gun because you feel that you're more safe, or if you want to use it for, like hunting, or like, you just go to the shooting range and you just want to shoot a gun. Like, I get all that.
Yeah,
like, for,
I
recreation or even hunting or something like that. Yeah, cool, no problem.
I get that as well. But
the line I draw is the self-defense argument. Because as far as I'm concerned, a gun is meant for one thing and one thing alone. And that's to either destroy or severely injure the thing that you shoot at it. It's not meant to be a defense mechanism, if someone comes into my house and they're robbing my house, I'm going to shoot them. They could have a gun. Like, well, I don't know if you know this, but in a lot of states, except for probably Texas, you could actually go to jail if you're the one who shoots the criminal and hurts them severely enough, or even kills them. You could end up doing jail time even though they were in your house. Yeah. Like, a lot of people don't fucking know that, and a lot of gun nuts, I feel, don't know that because they just want to have their guns to protect their family. But I don't think they realize the potential ramifications of that.
Well, I think it's also that, they want it just because they're, quote-unquote, people that don't want them to have guns. It would be like, if, like, say, eating shrimp was illegal, there would be people that were like, oh, I'm going to eat as much shrimp as I fucking can. I'm going to show these motherfuckers, you can't stop me from eating shrimp. Rabble, don't take my guns, blah, 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 blah.
It's the prohibition mentality.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You can't take it from me. So they feel like they're threatened. That people. That's the thing, though. Who is trying to take the guns away? I mean,
Nobody!
Nobody
is trying to take their fucking guns.
I mean, maybe there are some crazy liberals out there who are saying. I mean, I don't necessarily agree with gun control laws either. I don't know how you feel about it, but I don't. I mean, I saw a statistic recently that said that 80% of the guns that were used in most of the shootings, like throughout the year,
Yeah.
and there's been more shootings in the U.S.